Why wasn't Wisdom K at the Met Gala? The 2025 Met Gala just happened, and this is the Met Gala that just made history with the first all-black chair committee, and it was A$AP Rocky, Lewis Hamilton, LeBron as co-chair, Pharrell as main chair, and Coleman Domingo, and they were all making this whole theme of Black Dandyism. And last pod I explained Black Dandyism, and kind of now like seeing the whole Met and experiencing it, and now I think my definition of Black Dandyism has kind of like changed in the sense of like it isn't really just a thing. I think Black Dandyism is very subjective to anyone in the sense of like seeing this really showed that it's really more than clothes for real. It's really a movement, and it's really where innovation started with just Black culture and Black fashion. And the Met Gala on the biggest stage really got to showcase that Black culture.
Man, I was so happy as I seen like
I was seeing
every time
shit.
Bro, it was hard.
I'd see the pictures like up there or whatever on my Instagram. I'm seeing all types of celebrities and all their different fits. I was like,
let us know in Jam Talks who you thought had the best fit.
Yeah.
Do it. No, at some point
I had seen too many insane fits. I was like, my people showing out. It was really good to see.
I think this is, I'm not gonna say it's the best Met Gala, but this is definitely up there.
Really good one.
I definitely think.
And too, before we continue, it was the highest they raised the highest money.
The highest amount of money.
Every single Met Gala ever
77 years, this one raised the highest amount of money.
And I'm gonna tell you why that's very
Black
important,
people.
right? Because the main purpose of the Met Gala is a charity, right? The charity and a costume party. Where the money goes is it goes to the museum where they showcase what that theme of that is that year.
And in the midst of
what you said last pod of them trying to shut down museums, especially Black museums,
trying to shut down
bro,
creative
this
expression
one,
in general.
Literally, it's not, the museum is not only showcasing the Black fashion, but it's showcasing Black arts, Black culture, just in general.
And let me explain, this is a quick anecdote, how important that is. I ended up recently getting to visit the African American History Museum in DC, and I'm like, it was if you haven't been there, you need to go there. It's like an experience. It's heavy as fuck, and it gives you chills. Heavy. But I was in there and I'm like, bro, I'm looking at shit, I'm like, if people like really were on some bullshit, like a lot of this shit wouldn't even be allowed in museums. If the people who are currently in the government had like their way, it was up to them, a lot of this shit that is crucial to understand or whatever, but how we got here, especially as Black people, would be like too controversial to put in the shit, even though that's literally what happened. So the fact that all that bread is gonna go to like furthering that expression, that's needed right now. Very needed right now.
And not only, I'll get into like my inconsistencies of it, because I had a problem with a lot of things, but also I thought, and I really think that instead of looking at the pictures when Met happens, because that's mainly what people do, they look at pictures on Vogue. I think people should really watch the Met Gala from start to finish, because it genuinely was just an experience, and I really got to sit down. This was the first year
I like watched a decent amount of it. I was like, wow,
bro, we were like screaming, and we were like, holy shit, like this is happening. Especially, it's a different type of experience because this is a Black experience. This is the first time you see Black people on a big stage actually showing what we represent as people. And I feel like that
stuff
was so
that like
dope.
it seems almost familiar to us.
Exactly. Seeing the shit.
I remember like going to church and like seeing certain things, like even like the and we'll get into it, I know, but like even the stuff like Teyana Taylor was wearing and like the feathers and that stuff that you see in like church.
And I think what was so cool about this, and because you got to see all these celebrities come out and they genuinely looked happy because these Black celebrities really got to put on shit that was familiar with them, bro. Like Teyana Taylor, we'll get into that in a second when I talk about the outfits, but like she's like known as like the Harlem Rose, and like you see all the roses, like not only did it symbolize where she's from, but like a lot of things of Black culture, and I'll get into what it says on my doc, but that was just overall just a dope experience, kind of like watching it. Now,
and I remember that she dropped some Jordans. It's off topic. I got those.
You got those? That's
they have a rose on them and everything.
Where do we begin?
Take us through the journey.
Before we get into the outfits, I want to get into something that's been very controversial.
Okay.
Let's
talk about it. I know it. Let's talk about it.
Why wasn't Wisdom K at the Met Gala? Why
pisses me off, bro? Right. That's his whole style.
All right.
Ridiculous.
All right. Whoever
Who is Wisdom K?
Who? Okay, yes.
First, before we get into this,
Yeah.
Wisdom K is a fashion influencer on TikTok, Instagram, all social media. He's one of the biggest fashion influencers, and in my opinion, he completely revolutionized fashion content in general. He completely changed the standard.
That's not even like up for debate.
It's not a debate
This
at all.
man, he will literally, somebody will comment, hey, let's model this bottle, and he will create the wildest fit that looks, bro, it's so crazy.
Mind you, this is his entire job. You said what he made like
$4 million
Bro, he made
last year.
Literally, he made a same.
and he has
4 million.
7.4 million followers on Instagram. Like this is not just some.
He's not,
This
he's
isn't
not just
some
a
like,
TikToker.
This is like,
No, it
okay,
is-
he's
for context, and for, I don't know, but for context, it's like if Twitch did TwitchCon and told Kai Cenat he couldn't come.
What are we talking about?
What the fuck are we
Like,
talking
what
about?
are we
It's like
talking
if the NBA did fucking the finals and was like LeBron's band.
That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Kai
What are
Cenat,
we
mind
talking
you,
about?
Kai Cenat is an influencer. He's not a celebrity. Kai Cenat got invited. A brand wanted to endorse him. We don't know the brand, but he ended up not going. He ended up going to the after party too, and it was like, what? So
Kai got it in.
I found out that because Wisdom made a statement because someone asked him, was he going to the Met Gala? And he was like, I'm not going. And the reason he went last year because he
TikTok
popped
bought a
out.
table.
Yeah, TikTok bought a table and he popped out in this one red outfit. It was a staple piece, damn near of that Met. It was the Robert Owen piece, and it was insane. And now looking at it now, right? So people are pissed off, right? And people are also saying, well, he's an influencer. Why is he here? Like TikTok didn't buy a table. Why should he still be here? I think that's very inconsistent and that's completely wrong.
That's disrespectful, to be honest.
On God, it's disrespectful. On top of like, fuck the outfits. Fuck what he can do styling wise, all that. You have to look at his achievements, bro. This is a person who completely revolutionized fashion content. The theme is Black Dandyism. Black Dandyism is revolutionary, is innovation. That's what it's been throughout time. So why wouldn't you want a staple in that content space who represents what Black Dandyism is? I feel like that is a complete disrespect and slap in the face to what it is. And now I still think they did a amazing job and it was an amazing night. But to not have him there is ridiculous. That almost contradicts
And
that
if-
statement
and
of
if
Black
you-
Dandyism.
and if
That's
you,
critical.
That's a
exactly.
very
I feel like yeah, with the theme being the Black Dandyism, you have like Wisdom K is someone who literally I've watched multiple videos where the nigga will take like the theme color and flags and make like black formal wear that looks good as fuck. Him being a nigga like. I genuinely don't understand.
It's a Dapper Dan issue.
Yes.
It's genuinely like that. It's like the same thing with Gucci and Dapper Dan. It's almost like I genuinely didn't believe that he wasn't going. I was like, okay, they're gonna like pop out and do some big thing.
No, I thought he was.
It's almost like insane.
almost
And
insane.
I don't even fuck with the fact that how are other celebrities not talking about this?
Yeah,
like,
right.
And
the
I wanna
celebrities
get
that
more
were
into that.
there, I'm like, yo, y'all should have
Like,
said
no,
something
no,
about
I feel
this.
like
bro,
they
they
trying
know
like
him, bro.
yeah, I feel like they trying to downplay the nigga because he came
He's a
up off
TikToker,
TikTok.
yeah.
He's not a
But bro,
TikToker anymore.
fuck that, bro.
Like,
Here's what-
straight up
here's
He's a
what-
fashion icon.
Exactly.
Here's the problem, right? Like, the big issue I have is that fashion influencer thing, and you're putting that label on him. But then, if that's the case, why are brands doing content with TikTokers now?
They've invited.
Why are
worse-
brands
Yeah,
paying
I'm
gonna be honest with you,
$100,000 for him to promote their product?
They've invited worse people to the Met Gala.
Yeah. There's
Like they
definitely
have.
somebody in there that could have been replaced with Like, come on,
Bro,
bro.
completely. And I want
Chaperone
to.
ass. She pulled up in some bullshit. Y'all
And the
couldn't have
last
gave that
point-
table of wisdom.
Yeah.
Nah, no
Last point I
disrespect
want to
to
make,
Chaperone,
and there's
but that shit
speculation,
was
there's
some
theories,
bullshit.
right? Because I was talking. You stupid. He said it's some bullshit.
Her shit was some bullshit.
So I was, me and my girl was talking about it, right? We was talking about the whole thing of why Wisdom didn't come, and she had told me, she was like, "Well, there's this theory going around that is because of his support and advocacy for Palestine." And I was like, okay,
could be.
I can see that, but then again, you have to look at the Hadid sisters, right? Bella Hadid didn't go, but Gigi Hadid went. If y'all don't know who Bella Hadid and Gigi Hadid is, they're really big models in the fashion industry. They're staples of this shit. Gigi Hadid went, and she was, I forgot what, I think she was represented by Miu Miu there, right? And she's not as big as Bella Hadid as supporting Palestine, but she's donated money, she's made statements, and you look at a corporate standpoint, it's very calculated. When you look at a person that you want to represent your brand, you looked up who they're bunched up with, and you're looking at two sisters, one sister who's completely advocating for Palestine, the freedom for that. Why would you still be like, okay, I want that person when they're so close? Why would you want that hit on your thing?
Again, the other side of that coin is is that a big enough problem for them to snub someone like a Bella or a Gigi Hadid as opposed to they can make the excuse for someone like Wisdom K that he's not, even though he is.
And then the main point, right? He's thinking like, okay, then it's probably that. And of course, we don't know that, but then you also have to question like, okay, well then if she was supporting Palestine and I was doing it, why was she represented and I wasn't? And then you almost question of like, is it a black thing? But then again, you're questioning, is it a black thing?
Dandyism, and they took his whole...
Bro, this shit goes... That's his style, bro. And you have to, you have to question if like, was it because he was black?
I don't think so. To keep it a bean, I genuinely think like,
I think they just
I think something will come out. I think something will come out eventually, and we'll know what it is. Because I don't think it was a coincidence. I don't think it wasn't a coincidence.
But
like I think something happened, and then that was the result.
Let's go into the fits because that was the main
before they
issue.
fucking drag us out of here.
Yeah, we're fucking done for. This is Teyana Taylor. Did I pronounce her name right? And this, she was like one of the first people to walk out first.
That's insane.
Yeah, and this is why her fit is so hard.
Imagine be the next nigga. Like, god damn.
I'd be mad.
And that next nigga, I would be so real, that next nigga. But so what was so hard about this fit is Taylor paired up with the Oscar-winning costume designer Ruth E. Carter, and when we were talking about Black Panther when they won the Oscar, is because that is the costume designer of Black Panther.
Really?
Wow.
Oh shit!
And those fuck niggas in the comments talking about, oh, they're just gonna be designed by all the white brands. So,
bro, you know how many people was like that, bro? They made sure to interview and get every perspective of who designed it, and a lot of unknown black designers that were highlighted.
That's fire.
Yeah, that's hard.
Hard, bro.
Allen to the Met.
Soho to the Met. I want to describe the details, but I genuinely don't think we have enough time. But
this looks amazing.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Please,
look it up.
Next slide. I want to show y'all. That's kind of like the back piece. I wish y'all could see up close because she has a do-rag and it's almost going into the rose that she has on her back, and it's one sequence going from that same color tone going down to just
it has the feather off the hat, the gown. Oh, beautiful.
That's
so tough,
absolutely beautiful.
Like padded the shoulders are
the edges, like the swoop of the edges.
Yeah, insane.
Black woman.
Teyana Taylor.
This is one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
Janelle, what's her name?
It's Janelle Monáe. Yeah,
Janelle Monáe.
That's hard.
Janelle Monáe. I don't know who was in your camp. They cooked like a mother.
Now this is another thing that is hard, bro. So Janelle Monáe collaborated with Paul Tazewell. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. I'm sorry if I'm butchering it. Paul Tazewell.
Yeah,
I've heard of that.
I know that name. We talked about him.
Paul Tazewell was the first black.
That's the one
who won that Oscar.
Yeah,
design of that. Yeah, he was like the first. He was the first black designer to win.
We talked about that.
He deserved that.
Crazy.
He was.
That is beautiful. And even the like kind of the ode to like the old like style
of the old style of African culture. Like that is definitely like an African,
like how the drawings are.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking of.
That is crazy. And not only that, it's it was collaborated with Paul, but the main brand that represented him was Tom Brown. And what that is, it's kind of like almost like an illusion because it is in a suit. It has the sharp edges and it's bulky. But what that is, it's I don't know how to pronounce the printing technique, but it's almost an illusion. It's a printing technique that gives an illusion. Acne Studios does it a lot with their jeans, where they'll almost print something crazy on their jeans, and it looks like, wait, those are the actual jeans. No, it's just screen printed to the highest quality, and that's the illusion.
You want to know what that looks like? It's it's an art term. And I could be fried if an art major watches it, but it kind of looks like the surrealism stuff.
Yeah,
where
that is a surrealism piece.
You see like the outfit is drawn on the thing or whatever, and it even has the bag and the design too. It kind of reminds me of like a queen, like you know the cars.
Yeah,
like,
I was just about to say that it looks like a
and then they open
car,
it. And it's like she does have that bag.
That
and it's actually like
it's
hard. So
it's
fire.
amazing.
Did you put the opening?
Wait, did you put the
go next slide.
Next picture.
That's the opening.
That's
fire. That's the opening of it.
It's
hot fire, bro. It's so fire.
The fit is fire.
Fire for that.
I seen her say she said the diamond that she has the first diamond ever made from tequila. I didn't know that you could do that.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Diamond from tequila, because they wanted to make it like ethical, because a lot of like things from getting like jewelry is from a lot of bad, like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Black Dandyism.
Black
Dandyism.
Dandyism.
He's just making diamonds.
Niggas just making
look at the
diamonds out
creativity,
of
bro.
drinks
Look
and
at like
shit.
the piece on her. Look at that, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, the
bro.
monocle. Oh,
Creativity at its
fucking
finest,
amazing.
bro. Black
Beautiful,
culture,
beautiful,
black
beautiful,
on
beautiful.
top. Next slide.
That would be
Now,
that, bro.
now
did they wear the
This Zendaya, yeah. This
now I'm gonna
Zendaya.
explain this. This was kind of like a highlight, but also a low light, because Law Roach even commented. If y'all don't know who Law Roach is, that's Zendaya's stylist. But going on to this, Zendaya is wearing Louis Vuitton, and she popped out like probably like in the middle of it, right? And it's this tailored suit. Hard fit. Hat kind of dropped, like going down
that hat
to the
is like
side,
crazy.
so you almost,
Fit.
it's
Yeah.
almost like a Michael Jackson
Yeah.
fit. But hold on, I want to pull up this one thing. So what that outfit is a zoot suit, and what a zoot suit was, it was kind of like damn near the first suit that like not Americans, but that Black Americans and Mexicans kind of picked up, and that was like the first suit that like they wore. And there was this thing called the zoot suit riots, because a lot of police, when we were talking about, a lot of police were doing a lot of unjust, like harmful things to them, because they correlated zoot suits to being a criminal.
Wow.
So there was a lot of, and then it was like a whole big riot, because it was like, we're not finna take this because we claim zoot suits as our own, because Dapper Dan even wore a zoot suit there.
Right.
We claim this is our own because this is Black culture and this is part of Mexican culture as well. It's like, bro, y'all not finna take this.
Now, those at home who leave the dumb fuck comment, "Are y'all sick and tired of blaming everything on being black?" Look at Zendaya
Look at
wearing
this,
that
bro.
suit and tell me you think she looks criminal.
Beautiful tailoring, all that, and then
Amazing.
And then the problem
Fucking
with
amazing.
this is Anna Sawe. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. She was a lead star in this new show called Shogun. This was a custom Dior fit, but it's almost the
Damn,
same.
it's
And then they
exact
came out damn near at the same time. So Law
they didn't
Roach
know?
was
I was gonna say it's
yeah.
not the exact same, because I was like, there's no way it could be.
No,
the exact
no,
same.
not the exact same.
Yeah, I was like,
it's definitely a different cut of it.
yeah,
but
it's
even the
different
hat
cut.
was very
Pants are
similar.
different, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's like very similar, and that's
and
almost annoying.
that was a
I'd be
very
mad
highlight,
as hell.
because they were like,
Yeah.
did she take like? Was that a thing of like trying to take spotlight from Zendaya? And
I wouldn't even say. I think it's a miss on fucking Louis' part,
Right.
and her stylist part. To be honest,
I feel like if Zendaya took the hat that she had and wore it on hers, even look better.
I can't see a difference from this far away.
I see the difference.
Yeah.
but
yeah, it's definitely another one. And
That's
this,
crazy.
This was
that had the
crazy when we saw
bandana
it.
print
With-
on the
yeah,
fucking
on the bro, hard. Hold on, I'm gonna
Say, who is this?
pronounce her name. She is a model, and I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing your name. Ugbad Abdi, I think that's her name, and she's a Somalian model, new model, popped out in this crazy dress. Can't really explain it. It's by Michael Kors, and
That's by Michael Kors?
By Michael Kors,
hard.
yeah. And bro, it's crazy. This was a she wore this to honor Andre Leon Talley. Pray to God I'm pronouncing his name right. He was a big chief editor at Vogue, or not chief, but he was a big editor at Vogue, and he's honest, he was the first Black editor at Vogue, and he was like a big person, kind of at the Met interviewing, always big on style, and that cape represented what he always wore, and that was kind of representing him. And the cool fun fact about this model, this is the first model to ever wear a hijab in a runway. Yeah,
That's
wow.
big year 2025, and it's the first.
Yes, first. First model.
Bro,
First model wear
fashion
hijab.
industry
Insane.
That's
W.
crazy as hell, but that's a W for her.
W.
I wish I could explain, but we gotta keep going. W.
cool.
Next fit. Now we got
Good.
Oh,
now we
Lauren.
got
Yeah,
that
that's
is
Lauryn
the
Hill.
Lauryn Hill.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
Lauryn
Lauryn Hill's
Hill.
debut.
Oh
That's
my
my
god.
year.
Debut Met.
Insane.
Debut Met, and she's wearing Stella McCarthy.
Look at the bag as an accent.
With
That
the
blue bag.
yellowness,
Yeah.
bag blue. Everyone was talking about that's like the staple
yeah, it was
piece.
a
for real.
Birkin.
Yeah, staple piece, hard. And then her jewelry. Hold on, I want to pronounce it right because I think it's very important we know this. Hold on, let me pull it up
Man,
for y'all.
like the back, like, do people even have that color of Birkin? Is that a Birkin, right?
Yeah, it's a Birkin. Yeah, they probably got it, but
Yeah,
either way,
it's a
Yeah,
Hermes,
that's-
it's a
yeah,
Hermes
expensive
belly
as
bag,
shit,
and
bro.
I really hope I pronounce your name. It's Emma Cole. Is a London-based. How do you pronounce? I was asking you yesterday. It's with Ghana.
Oh, Ghanaian.
Ghanaian.
Yeah.
And, I'm trying to pronounce it. And what that is, it's ethical. That brooch is like an ethical way of like making that jewelry. It's like it's an African stone. So it's kind of representing that African culture, even the colors, African culture. So it's like tough, bro.
That's fine.
Tough.
We want to do, how many more do you want to do?
Oh my god, damn! It's so
Yeah,
much.
we
more.
gonna have- we can't get
It's
it
so much
more.
more
Y'all
because
gonna
we
have
waste
to
so much time.
Hold on.
We can
Oh,
go.
yeah,
Okay,
alright,
bet.
cool.
Okay,
Let's go.
Thank God. Okay.
This was.
That's
we were
hard.
talking about this last night, man.
Thank God I love our producer because we have time. I was shitting bricks. I was like, I don't know if we'll be able to explain this, but yeah. So right here is the whole cast of Louis, of what Pharrell represented. Because if y'all don't know, Pharrell Williams is the creative director of Louis Vuitton, and he represented his models. And Louis, we have Sabrina Carpenter, Dolce,
Future,
Pusha
T.
Future cut
Spike,
his hair.
not Spike,
Yeah,
not
he got his
Spike.
hair.
He did, bro.
Yo,
We
that's
have
crazy.
Lisa, which we'll get into Lisa because
Lisa.
there was a big thing. We have Denzel Washington, son, and I forgot the
Oh,
other
yeah?
names.
Where is he at? I didn't
He's
even
all
know
the
He's
he's
over
to
there.
the left,
Yeah,
second
yeah,
one to
yeah.
the right.
it's
So
hard.
these are all their fits.
So we got to talking about Louis. And
I'm just gonna
Pharrell.
say.
Oh yeah, Jeremy Allen Pope.
Oh yeah,
From there. Thank
buddy
you
from
so
the
much.
Bear.
Forgot him.
Yeah.
We
Because there's a reason I forgot him, but keep going.
yeah.
I will say.
There's a reason why we forgot half these people.
Yeah, I would say there's a reason. I'm not gonna lie. Allen and Pharrell got like the same fit on. Like
Now,
this is
and
the
I
Met
think-
Gala, man.
Now I will give this. Pharrell
had the pearls
Pharrell
and
had
that
the
shit.
pearls, and it's
Yeah.
40,000 pearls hand stitched
heard
on there.
100.
Yeah, that's hard.
Hold on, let me.
Yeah,
I think I
don't
probably
know.
have to
Check
add
That's
it up
hard.
there, yeah.
From a distance.
Distance.
Allen should be
Sinners.
right up there with that. You can't tell me
It's
that.
actually 50,000 pearls hand stitched.
And
50,000.
50,000
Crazy.
and Pusha T had the like crystals on his.
With the
Yes.
crystals
So
hand
Yeah.
stitched.
So it's
Everybody been
not
predicting the
that
bar
it
he gonna
was
use.
shit.
It wasn't shit.
And I don't like how everybody gets on Pharrell's ass
Yes.
about his shit. He's a new. We were basically talking about it last night. He's a new designer. He's trying to get his stride at things. But after seeing his photo, I will like concede in saying like, yeah, it was basic. It's basic.
I feel like,
And
I feel
that's
like,
the
I
issue.
feel like the colorway.
The only person that stands out on this entire thing,
Dolce.
I would say, is Dolce.
It's dope
Yeah.
because
It's
that I think, and here's what we were talking. We had the conversation of like, okay, I don't think Louis Pharrell stepped, and why I said I don't think Louis Pharrell stepped because by all means, it is really good clothes.
Yeah, they look
but
nice.
It looks
Yeah, they
really
all look
nice.
nice, yeah.
But also, man, I think it is very much a lazy and excuse take to bring up color tones to represent a theme of a costume party. I just showed y'all the shit we just saw.
Yeah.
Insane ways to
shit.
represent black dandyism, and this is your take on it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I think that's a very.
That's
It
the
feels
issue.
like, yeah, if you
Yeah.
just
I
put,
think
you
even
just put people in a
Sabrina-
suit.
Even
I
Besides
think even
Dolce.
Sabrina's was like better than a lot of, but like
But
the
that
men
doesn't
were
represent
terrible.
Sabrina
Like,
Carpenter's
Jesus.
outfit is a
And she's
Sabrina
a white
Carpenter
woman.
outfit. It doesn't represent
Yeah.
black
Yeah.
people. And then you can make up the excuse of color tones, but I think that's an excuse for the Met Gala, bro.
Yeah, I don't
Right.
think that. I think that like we're talking about black dandyism, right? Like Pushes is really good because you have that special detail of like at least something, whatever. And people were trying to predict what bar he gonna rap about it because about cocaine because he got the like the white sparkle on his shoulders or whatever.
Yeah.
That's cool. But like Future. For like everyone else, every other man there with the suit piece on it kind of looks very similar.
No bow
and then
ties,
going
no
up-
switching it up
Like,
at all.
y'all,
and I
had,
think
y'all
if
had an
anything-
opportunity to switch it, man.
Right.
Going on to Lisa's fit. So if you guys don't know, hold on, let me hold on. You can go back. It's on the same slide, but hold on, let me pull this article up.
The
real
thing with
quick.
Rosa Parks.
Yeah, we'll get into that. So if y'all don't know who Lisa is, I've talked about Lisa. Lisa is from a popular K-pop group called Blackpink, and she is the brand ambassador for Louis Vuitton. And at first, I didn't see it because you couldn't really see it up close on the video. She had kind of like this lace outfit with the with her pants. Well, not even pants, but her stockings.
Stockings.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, with her panties on top, and it was a decent fit. But it was cool. It was all right. It was damn near the same thing his wife was wearing, Pharrell's wife. And then I get a message, and it was from this article of saying she had Rosa Parks on her crotch. Because then when
was it true though?
I'm gonna get into that, right? Because you got into a close up because she had like this art piece that was kind of like embroidered on there that people thought looked like Rosa Parks, and she's getting a whole bunch of shit on it. It's not Rosa Parks.
I figured.
It's not Rosa. It's
How
not.
the fuck
It's
would he
not
put
Rosa
Rosa Parks on it?
Yeah, and what it was because they wrote. Because honestly, she's the one who requested those kind of details on it. Henry Taylor, they worked with this artist who draws and all types of shit, does amazing work. And he was saying, he was like, that wasn't Rosa Parks at all. He was like, those drawings were just people that I grew up with and the people that I saw that represented black dandyism and the people that I thought were dandy. And now it's kind of like, because even me, I thought it was like, why does she have Rosa Parks on her crotch? But when you actually look into it,
When I
she
heard
got
it, I
Rosa
was like,
Parks.
"There's no way."
Yeah.
in
There's no
fucking hell
way.
they let her walk with Rosa Parks.
So, bro,
Yeah.
calm down on Lisa. Wasn't that?
Yeah.
Next slide.
Coming to me.
Now we're getting
That'd
it.
be-
Now we're
yeah,
getting
that'd
into
be-
the committee.
Yeah.
The Senate.
That's
like a Roman
I
gladiator.
think I'm gonna say my take on the committee.
We're
Yeah, and I'm waiting.
So what this is Coleman Domingo. Coleman Domingo
I'm gonna
was
get my-
dressed head to toe for Valentino, and this was kind of like the blue cape he wore, like the big thing representing. I think it was representing a specific black king. Forgot the name of it, but it was representing a king. It was representing him as being an LGBTQ plus representative. Not only that, but it represented. I think he was talking about like a choir. He was saying that it all represented. It almost kind of gives like a gospel type vibe to it, and I fucked with that. And I was like, I cannot wait for the reveal of that because that was one of the first looks that were kind of put out. Next slide.
This some bullshit.
This was what he had
nigga,
out.
what?
Wait, that's what he had under?
We had under. This some bullshit. Headed up Valentino.
I mean,
It's.
I'm gonna keep it.
I don't like the grid pattern.
Some bullshit.
I don't really like the grid pattern.
Grid pattern works. I think the
think the
fit
grid
on the. I
pattern
think
works.
the grid pattern works. I just
Proportions
think
are
the
nice.
proportions. Nah.
I think
the jacket's too big.
I think the
I
proportion
wouldn't
of
say too
pants.
big. I think the jacket comes out too much. I think the pants is. I think the proportions fit each other, but I just don't think it fits him.
Yeah, good point. And also, what I think it's
I like that.
another example of it's a good outfit, but it's not Coleman Domingo. Coleman Domingo
exactly.
wears the most nuttiest shit. Everyone was excited, bro. If you have seen the comments of our last video, everyone was excited for Coleman Domingo,
yeah.
because Coleman Domingo steps, and I
he
think
stepped.
it was just an okay
bullshit.
outfit.
Yeah,
but then again, then
I'm
I
not the
saw
biggest
that,
fan
and
of,
I was
the
like,
gray
okay,
dress
maybe
pants either.
exactly.
Like, you could have did, yeah.
And I was like, well, he's on the
get out of
committee. I
Kohl's
was
or
like,
something.
maybe, you know,
If I
he's
do
not
those
stepping.
gray dress pants, they can't have those like wrinkles in them. They have
They
to be
can't.
straight down, almost like blocky,
Yeah.
Next outfit.
like Shabuzi's.
We got Lewis Hamilton,
Damn,
another
Lewis
part,
Hamilton
Nah,
did
that's
his
hard.
shit.
another person,
hard.
a part of the committee. He was a complete example of. I said the statement while I was watching earlier. Of like, I don't think the committee's gonna step. He contradicted everything. Head to toe Wales Bonner, another black designer, bro, hard ass fit. Hold on, let me.
Gray is
Shout
like,
out Grace.
That hat is like perfect.
Literally, and then because it I don't know how to pronounce the bottom. Y'all see kind of like that bottom
Yeah, they're like
kind
that.
of thing going
Yeah,
down. Yeah, it was kind of like a representation of the growth of African culture and how he grew up, and the growth of kind of like what he
Where's
was
he
seeing
from?
around him. I don't know where Lewis Hamilton is from.
That fit, it kind of looks like what I don't know if this was
All white,
intentional.
too.
It doesn't. I don't know if it was intentional. There was a statue that I seen recently. It was of I forgot what his name is. He was like a Haitian revolutionary during the slave rebellion that happened in Haiti, and like that was like the formal wear that they would use, like governors or like leaders would wear around that time. It kind of like has that where it's kind of like the vest and it gets cut off, and it looks like some like black revolutionary type shit, especially with the hat.
Yeah, the hat's
tough.
crazy. W.
Okay, let's go on to the next outfit.
Oh
Now,
my God.
This is hard. If y'all don't know, that's Maluma, and the next person next to him is a designer named Willie Chavera. I think I'm pronouncing his
said
last name
Maluma,
wong.
right?
Yeah, Maluma.
Well, the one on the right or the
I
left?
know.
Oh,
the
Maluma's
one
on the right, sorry, and then left is the designer Willie Chavera.
Yeah, Maluma
And
was wearing the green.
Yeah, and on the right, Maluma has this kind of it's a floral green, all dressed down suit, and I think the coolest thing and why this is such a cool duo fit is because they're matching,
matching.
in colors. The pink kind of bow tie on his hat represents his pink suit. His bow tie represents the floral accents of his suit, and I thought it was just a hard fit.
And his watch. I just want to point out his watch. His
Yeah.
watch is a Jacob. I'm pretty sure it's like a
It's a
Jacob
Jacob & Co.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jacob
Jacob
and
&
Co.
Co.
watch. It is what, $5 million?
5 million, yeah,
$5 million
What?
watch.
$5 million.
Yes.
5 million watch.
$5 million
$5
watch, gang. I'm pretty sure they're like emerald cut.
And I
Emerald cut
think
like
emerald
that. Yeah,
cut
yeah, yeah.
diamond.
And
Yeah.
these are both
$5 million.
Why I
green
wanted
watch.
to add this in here, why it's so cool, is because they're both zoot suits.
Oh,
That's
Both
hard.
zoot suits. That goes back to
Cold.
That's
the
the
next-
that's
yeah.
the creativity that we need.
Yep, there
Hard,
it
bro.
is. Hard.
Damn, that's hard.
Next one.
Man,
bro.
Franklin, brick by brick, brick
By brick, if y'all
Big
don't know,
shorty.
this is the boy Damson
Brick
Idris,
by
bro.
brick himself.
Now we were watching, and I immediately knew from that helmet, I was like, that's him, because we all saw the F1 trailer. I've been really excited for this F1 movie, and he's a lead star in it. And he pulled up with this suit, and he had this bedazzled out, this Tommy Hilfiger hat.
F1 helmet,
And hold on, do I have?
Then they rip it off, and
Yeah. And he came in, and I was like, damn, holy shit, that's him. I was like, that helmet is tough. But then I was like, damn, is that the only thing? Is it
I
just
was
gonna be a
like,
promotion
damn,
for
is
the
it just the
movie for
movie
real?
promotion? I'm
And
like,
then I saw the
guess.
two of them. The
Bro.
two people on the carpet went side to side. I was like, oh my God, what's about to happen? They ripped it off. I was screaming. I was like, oh my
Crazy.
God.
Crazy.
Hard.
Tommy
bro.
did his shit.
That's
Tommy Hilfiger?
Yeah, that's Tommy Hilfiger. He did his shit.
Tommy Hilfiger.
Why ain't they put that shit in the fucking stores and shit? Back in the
Literally.
day.
Wicked.
Tommy Hilfiger
That shit
stepped
hard.
tonight, bro.
Yeah, Tommy
Hard.
Hilfiger did his shit.
I do want to say something about this. Go back to the Damson Idris thing. I seen some of you dumbass people in these comment section when I seen that. They were like, bro, how you gonna do that and you ain't got the fresh cut? You niggas don't even
You
understand.
niggas don't
get it.
understand this.
He
You're
just took
bullshitting.
off a bedazzled ass helmet. He has this expensive ass fit on, and he's a nigga, and he has the nappy hair.
he
and
has
But he
like
has that.
typically
Exactly.
shows
Yeah,
What
yeah.
represents what it
Spongy
was,
Yes.
bro.
Shut
What are you
your
talking-
ass
shut
up,
bro.
bro.
Y'all
That's
niggas
don't get it.
Y'all
I think
niggas
this
don't
was-
get it. Yeah.
I
You don't
think this
get
was
it.
not only a perfect way to represent your brand, represent the movie, but also represent the theme, and that's why he gets highlighted.
Yes.
On to the next fit. We got the biggest model, Alton Mason, the fucking GOAT, bro.
I hate him.
And guess what this, bro? This outfit is Boss.
Yeah,
That's Boss?
It's Boss.
This is
Yeah.
Boss, bro. He's wearing Boss, and this is a homage to hip hop legend Slick Rick. With
I
the
do make
sense.
with the
Makes
embellished
sense.
patch
Yeah.
on the on his eye, and he has the grills kind of almost damn near looks like the patch.
I hate him because he's so good at what he does.
He looks good at everything, bro. He's good at everything, bro.
What
And
he do?
and also people are saying this is also inspiration by JoJo's Bizarre. It's an anime.
Oh,
And
it
he has
does look
hard
like
patch.
that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, shit,
So that
that's
was
hard.
like
I ain't into
holy
anime
shit
shit,
that is
but
created,
that's
bro.
hard.
This nigga has a
never watched
bedazzled
JoJo.
eye patch.
I haven't watched JoJo either, but I've seen like the
bedazzled
characters and like the
iPad.
design
Tough,
from it.
bro.
It looks like
Tough,
that's
bro.
fire.
On to the next fit. Now,
Shaboozey,
now,
man.
Shaboozey, bruh.
Nigga. I don't even know that
Shaboozey.
nigga song, but nigga.
Shaboozey.
Everybody in the bar.
Shaboozey.
I like the teal, the
The beads, teal
yeah,
beads.
that
He
has to
the
do with
teal-
African culture
He,
too.
yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
He has
Doing
the
it.
teal beads
Teal
running
grill.
all the way up, and then they're connected to his
bottom.
back, arms, and come all the way down his back.
And then
it's
he has
crazy.
the grill too.
Yes,
Yes,
then
the
he has
grill.
the
Grill
turquoise
insane.
grill.
I have
It's
another
the
close-up.
turquoise grill.
Yes.
Now, by the way, this was by a designer named Robert Won.
Yeah, same person that
Same
did
person that
Wisdom,
did
by the
Wisdom
way,
that didn't
last
come-
year.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now,
wow,
yeah, same person.
and he had debatably one of the best fits of the night. So
Now that's like a crop suit jacket, but if y'all look closely,
That's
it's
insane.
almost texturized, and it kind of it gives me
It's like
that
wood.
African vibe. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like wood. If you look closer, you kind of see the pattern. Of it. Look at it.
why
didn't
Yes,
people
bro.
see that?
Hard,
It's like a
and it's
wooded
going
texture, yeah.
down from there to his pants. And if you look at the
Almost-
beads, it's 3,100 hand stitched turquoise beads, and then on top of it, it's 2,900 Swarovski crystal beads in it, bro.
yeah, oh yeah, that's why.
Yes.
I knew
That's
it because
why
I
it's
was
so
like,
bedazzled,
I was
yeah.
like, when he raises his arms, you can see it shimmer, and I'm like, are those the beads or did they add like crystals to it? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And then he has
Yeah.
he has jewelry pieces from David Yurman. And if you go to the next slide,
We
you
literally
see
just talking
you
about
see
Swarovski.
do a close up on the
so
grills.
hard.
Yeah,
turquoise
bro.
grills.
That hat is
That
No,
hat
that
is
gotta be like-
amazing.
that gotta be like the
Plus,
best
with
fit.
his
That gotta
Bro,
be
dreads
it's
the
one
coming
of
down.
yes, bro.
That's
Yes,
one of
he
the
has like
best
the
fits,
wicks
bro.
coming down and shit. It's insane.
Now we got the
Absolutely
last
insane.
one.
One of the biggest country artists in the planet,
Now,
mind you.
Rock.
We got ASAP
A$AP
Rocky
Rocky
and the
Rihanna.
GOAT Rihanna.
Yeah.
Two of the most anticipated outfits of the night. I'm not gonna lie.
Let me
We
the fuck
had-
down.
We're gonna get into it. So we got Rocky, right? Rocky came in early because Rocky was a part of the committee.
Yeah.
Rocky is head to toe in his own agency, OG. You don't know what OG is? It's his own brand. He owns it. He's been doing a lot of work with that in the past, and he's done a lot of work with brands with OG. That's like the top is like a parka. It's not even a suit jacket. It's a parka mixed almost with a suit jacket. It has a zipper on the side that gives that street style. On his feet, he has OG, his brand, ex-Christian Louboutin. So it's red bottoms
Red
with his
bottoms
own
on.
brand. Yeah. And if
That's-
the
damn,
biggest
that's dope.
highlight piece of his outfit was the gun holster umbrella.
Yeah, I seen that.
Hold on,
He had a
let's
gun
see.
holster
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
had
has a gun holster umbrella.
It was insane.
Also,
Hold
he
on.
was wearing like his what was it? Overcoat. His overcoat was also OG.
Also,
I have no
everything's
idea
OG.
what Rihanna was.
It's
wearing.
By the way, that's a 90 karat diamond gun umbrella, bro.
90 carat.
90
diamond.
carat
Yeah,
diamond.
right there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a stack with you. I can't eat today.
And then on top of it, he had this
What?
other statement piece. It was this ruby Bulgari, if I'm pronouncing
Yeah,
it
yeah,
right.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
a 12 karat ruby on there. He has a Bulgari ring also, so he like popped out. It was insane. But also he popped off in accessories. The outfit, I was expecting more from Rocky. I can't lie.
Yeah.
We both were saying the same thing. I was like, damn. And then also after the show, he fucking sold the piece on his all website and did like a big promotion.
I feel like a
about
few
it.
people
Yeah.
just played it too safe, and I
Yeah.
would
And
have liked
also-
to see some more people.
For more.
Yeah.
And then also I saw Rihanna. Rihanna's fit. I also think Rihanna was playing like I think it was more of an announcement for her third child.
Yeah.
Rihanna, if y'all don't know the history with the Met Gala, Rihanna quite literally revolutionized the Met Gala itself. And she changed the whole standard. So everyone this night was anticipating Rihanna to go crazy. Bro,
Yeah,
she
I
came
think-
last.
I think that she
and
did,
she
yeah.
disappointed.
I think she
and
probably
she was in Marc Jacobs also. And I think
she
it was
was
on
kinda-
theme,
Yeah,
but I also think it could have been better. I think it was
she was
also
just trying to
promotion for
show,
the baby.
basically,
I
yeah,
show the
she
baby,
did
yeah.
announce the
baby.
kid.
And
She did that at the Super
Congratulations.
Bowl last time.
Of course, yes, she did at the Super Bowl last
Good,
time.
great.
But overall,
Congratulations.
and then there's two things I want to highlight because after showing all this, I wanted to show all that to give you experience of what I saw of Black Dandyism. I want to give who was the most dandiest woman to man. I'm going to start off with the dandiest woman. And I have to give it to, bro, Teyana Taylor.
Yes.
I have to give it to Teyana Taylor, bro.
Yeah.
You were the dandiest, bro.
I think
You were the dandiest. I
Crazy,
think
sure.
you
Crazy,
not only
100%.
matched the theme so perfectly, but I also think it was so creative. Amazing. And it was a amazing piece to start off. And then dandiest man, we'll get into that, so we hurry up. Dandiest man, I have to give it to Shabuzi, bro.
Yeah.
Shabuzi had it. Shabuzi had
the
it.
dandiest man.
Like, that
Shabuzi was
shit
the man.
was
By
hard,
the way,
bro.
Shabuzi, this was his debut, by the way.
Yeah,
his
this
first
was his
debut.
debut. Yeah,
I was
at
saying,
Met Gala,
and
yeah.
he's already.
He will
I
be
said
back.
earlier, he's already one of the biggest, if not the biggest, country artists like in the world right now. Black man.
Black
Insane.
man, black man.
So
Definitely.
that is Black Dandyism.
That
It
is
is
the Met
amazing.
Gala,
That is
man.
amazing.
Next year we got to do the
We
same
gotta do it
thing.
insane.
Next
Hell
year the
yeah.
jam
The
got to
most-
go to the
we
Met.
gotta
go to the Met next
Hell
year.
The
yeah.
most progressive fashion news I'd never expressed that's been out in God knows how long.
Yeah.
and
yes,
it
the
smashed
most
the record
progressive
after,
one, bro.
after every Met Gala, bro.
Bro, yeah.
biggest
Hard, bro.
donation, man.
That was a great time, especially given.
gotta
It was a
lock
very
in.
great experience.
We got to
If-
lock in, and y'all got to share the motherfucking video so
Yeah,
we
bro.
can go to the Met next
If
year.
Yeah.
y'all
Go to
want
the
to
Met.
see us wear this at the Met, it won't be this.
No,
We'll get
hell
some
no.
crazy shit. If y'all want to see us
On
at
some
the Met,
crazy
you
shit.
gotta like, share, and
You see the
subscribe.
fits. Imagine this
Bullshit.
fits a little crazy.
Let this nigga Allen go crazy.
Let
and
him
submit.
go crazy.
Man.
Decked out in Soho.
Thank you for watching this long. If you haven't already, f***ing subscribe. What is you doing?
What is you doing?
What are you doing? You think we just sitting here doing it for nothing?
You think you're gonna sit here and not
need
do
to
shit? Like,
eat.
hear this shit.
Look at that fuck. I know you're not subscribed. Click it.
Cool.